Hi, I'm Dennis Rodkin. I write the Deal Estate column for Chicago Magazine, and this is DEQs, where I answer readers' real estate questions. Nora in Edgebrook asks, what is the best lesson of the past few years in the real estate market that we can apply going forward? I think the most important lesson we can all learn is that nobody repealed the laws of supply and demand. In the early years of the 2000s, high employment, optimism, influx of new buyers as a result of all sorts of buyer initiatives bid prices of houses up. Demand was pushing supply up. People turned over their houses faster than they had ever before, and they made more money than ever and then turned around and bid up the price of another house. Builders were building more and bigger houses, so supply kept fueling bigger and bigger demand. Eventually, supply outstripped demand. There were too many houses on the market just at the time that we figured out that demand had become unrealistic, that it was unsustainable for people to use the size mortgage they were to be buying these enormous houses. So demand skids to a halt right when a lot of things fall apart, the banking industry, the foreclosures, those sorts of things. But supply is still chugging along. There are still builders at that time with houses going up that they need to complete and sell. There are homeowners who were still expecting to move, hoping to catch the next wave of moving up. So then the past few years, we've been waiting for demand to grow back and supply to shrink. Suddenly, everybody's talking the months of supply, the months of inventory. New houses, when they come on the market, sellers find there's little or no demand for them. We need to burn off what excess we can burn off, but with so much supply, prices couldn't be sustained and everything fell. The point is, now, after a few years, we do see demand returning. Unemployment is dropping, interest rates are really good, consumer confidence for the most part is up, and inventory is being absorbed. The lesson of the recent past that comes with all this is don't jump in and add to the supply. There's still too much. There are still houses sitting on the market. There's a very large shadow inventory of foreclosures. In February, foreclosures in the Chicago area spiked over a year before, and that, many people say, will continue in the coming months. So don't rush in just because we've started seeing something better and pump up the supply. There is enough supply. And on the demand side, think of the conservatism of our parents. Hold on to the house for a long time unless you really need to move. Don't move just because you see something shinier down the street, but because there is a really compelling reason to go. Keep from jumping in on demand unless you have to. So the lesson really is supply and demand have been out of whack, and it's partly because we were bidding up for bigger and bigger houses. Let's just wait. Let's see if we can get the two to stabilize, and then we can move forward more rationally. Thanks for your question. Send me more at dennis@rodkin.com.